the Barrow Coast and the seaside town of Aveiro, where I become convinced this country must be causing a worldwide sugar shortage all on its own.
Schmolz, a classic conventual sweet originally made by nuns in a convent. Duh. All it is egg yolks, sugar, wrapped in a communion wafer in different shapes and sizes. And you might ask yourself, what's with all the egg yolks? Well, the nuns would use the egg whites to starch their habits. That is ridiculously sweet and eggy too.
So the Portuguese are passionate about their sweets, but that's not their only passion. Portugal has consistently punched above its weight in the world of football, with three major European teams, Porto in the north, and Benfica and Sporting in Lisbon.
That's Beira Football Club. That is Chef Elio, and they're playing against Porto this Saturday.
As well as being a local chef and chef to the Portuguese national football team, Chef Elio is also an expert in, yep, you guessed it, sweets. Now don't get me wrong, I love cooking, but it's never too late for a career change.
I'm a free agent if he wants. I'm a little older, but I can bring him the Middle Eastern and Asian market, and I got a good left foot.
E pergunto se ele gosta de jogar sentado.
I think that means he must be joking. Right. Chef Elio is going to show me how to cook some traditional Portuguese sweets, a pão de ló and an almond mousse.
We go to cook a pão de ló de Ovar. Ovar is a little town in the center, and the pão de ló is very popular. We put the sugar.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of sugar.
Yes, a lot of sugar. The eggs and the
egg yolks.
Yellow eggs.
Yeah. And that's like equal ratio in weight?
Yes.
Nutrition-wise, I mean, you got to know exactly how to balance these guys' diets out. You know, like they need a certain amount of calorie intake, carbohydrates, protein.
This is very important, but the most important is emotional food. And sometimes they need the sugar and they need the recipes, the Portuguese recipes, like you have at home.
Right. So the comfort food when they're far away from home.
Of course.
Okay.
And now we go to put the flour.
This cake has a history dating back to the 15th century and is yet another conventual sweet being baked by the nuns with their surplus of egg yolks.
So you're the chef for the Portuguese national team?
Yes, 20 years.
20 years? Yeah. Does Ronaldo have a favorite? Does he ever come over to the side and say, excuse me, can I get this instead of what? Yeah? Does he do that?
Yes, he likes very much the codfish.
So then the pão de ló goes into the oven for 10 minutes at 250 degrees.
We cook now the almond mousse.
Almond mousse. Okay.
We have the water. We will put the sugar.
That's a lot of sugar.
Yes, because we have a big tradition from the Arabs.
I knew with this much sugar kicking about, it wouldn't be long before I came across an Arab-influenced dish.
We go to put the almonds.
Almonds as well? I rest my case.
This is all very exciting. I'm a big football fan, you see. I mean, I could talk about food all day long, but it's not every day I get to talk to someone who cooks for like some of my football heroes.
What is your team?
Liverpool. Actually, this is my new team. Keep up the good work, guys. You guys are looking good.
So to the sugar and almonds, Elio adds egg yolks. What a surprise. And crushed biscuits, which apparently shouldn't be too sweet. Right. Then a glass of local port. Is this dish really served to professional sportsmen at the peak of their physical prowess?
It's finished.
It's finished? You're going to pour that right in here?
We're going to put this here. We can serve this with the red fruit.
While Chef is striking from close range with his garnish, I'm crossing from the wing with the pão de ló.
That's looking beautiful, Chef.
Okay, well, training just finished, so let's see what these guys make of our sweets.
Not too sweet.
Very good. Dá pra provar, né? É bom? Já me deu bom.
These guys like it.
Tenho colheres de sopa.
The appetite on this guy. Huh. Very good. I lost my bowl. They like it that much. Left me with 3 spoons.
Time to leave the stadium and get back to the center of town. Aveiro was a thriving port on the Rio Borgia up until the 1570s, when the mouth of the river silted up, closing its harbor and creating vast fever-ridden marshes. Recovery began only in 1808 when a canal was cut through to the sea, reopening the port. Today, it's a seaside tourist town, and this network of canals is the town's main attraction.
I feel like I'm in Venice. In fact, Aveiro is known as the Venice of Portugal. And this boat here is known as a monaceiro. It's used to transport seaweed, which is used as fertilizer in the old days.
Okay, very good, huh?
More cod. That's my cue to visit the pretty little town of Ílhavo, just up the road from Aveiro. Legend has it that one Sunday during Mass, one of the most important relics of the church, an oil lamp, was stolen in front of everybody, never to be found. The women of Ílhavo are famous for their beauty, which apparently was inherited from the Greek ancestors who were here in 400 BC.
Excuse me. Today, Ílhavo is known for its beloved salted cod. Now, I know I said it many times before, but these guys are absolute freaks for cod.
Since the 16th century, the Portuguese fishing fleets have traveled north to the Grand Banks off the coast of Newfoundland and Canada. Surprisingly, Atlantic cod is not present in Portuguese waters. It's just not cold enough. What amazes me is that for 500 years, this salted fish has been the most popular of Portuguese dishes simply because it was convenient to use on board Vasco da Gama's ships when he nipped down to India. Today, however, it's an endangered species.
Today, ships like these still brave the North Atlantic waters, staying at sea for 6 months at a time and returning home with thousands of tons of cod each year. This boat has been converted into a museum dedicated to the cod fishing industry of Portugal. Here in Ílhavo, they even have a codfish brotherhood. You know the routine, fancy dress, secret handshakes, that kind of stuff. Where they're waiting, so wish me luck.
This is an offer from the country.
The same.
These brotherhoods have been in existence since the 16th century.
It's a great pleasure to consider you from our family.
All have their own secret rituals and ceremonies.
Extend.
Encolher.
Draw.
Observar.
Take a look.
Estender.
Extend.
Encolher.
In draw.
Ouvir.
Here. Listen.
Estender.
Extend.
Encolher.
In draw.
Beber.
Drink everything.
This cod brotherhood even includes the local mayor.
Now we're gonna taste the traditional fish cake from bacalhau. The name is patanisca, do bacalhau.
Patanisca de bacalhau.
Very good.
It's very good. How do they make this?
The recipe, you have to see how they do it and to learn in the restaurants of the festival.
Yes, believe it or not, these guys are so cod crazy, they even have a cod festival.
All these places are only serving cod. Each one of these tents is a cod association. These guys are cod addicts.
And guess what? My producer has told them that I will cook a cod dish to compete with theirs. I'm seriously apprehensive about cooking cod with stocks being depleted at such a rapid rate, but hey, I've been roped into it. So, I've decided to rustle up a turmeric braised cod on a medley of beans with the smoked haddock assorta sauce.
Okay, this is the moment I've been dreading, cooking cod at an international cod festival. These people have been eating cod their entire lives. They're cod experts, but I've got a secret weapon. Okay, so now I'm gonna cook a dish using all the ingredients from the colonies. Baby, keep on stirring, baby. We got ourselves a smoked haddock, which is an African dish, which we're gonna use as a stock. We're gonna mix inside our bread. Try that, baby. Okay, now I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna pour it inside here, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna perform a shiatsu massage. Use your fingers, that's it, work your magic, baby. Okay, we're gonna take a little olive oil, and we're gonna brown that garlic a little bit. I want you to stir that. While that's going, cut this cod here. That aside. Looking good. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Pop up the volume! I start preparing my vegetables. Yeah, and then we'll add some of our bread, which has been flavored with the smoked soup. Come over here, babes.
Now the bread soaked in smoked haddock stock and fried garlic is poured into a jug
Okay, now get a blender.
and pureed by my able assistant.
Good, that's good.
This sauce will be the base of my cod creation. And now for the cod.
Water, turmeric, and then the salted cod. We're gonna bring it up to boil, then we're gonna reduce it to a simmer, and then we're gonna be ready. Thank you, it's only cod.
So whilst my very tiny piece of cod is poaching, in a separate bowl I mix butter beans, chickpeas, black-eyed beans, and kidney beans.
Pepper, a little salt, maybe a little peri-peri sauce, spice it up a little bit. Cilantro. Okay, there we go, perfect. We'll plate this. Okay. Beans, poached cod and turmeric. Right there. Garnish. A little peri-peri sauce in the exterior. My turmeric braised cod on a sort of the smoked peri-peri sauce. All right, let's go find some homies to try this.
Okay, let's do it.
Spicy. Yeah, a little peri-peri sauce gets you each time. That's what it's saying, huh?
Acho dublão, eu não sabia.
It's okay. Very good.
Very good?
É, esses carrapatos da minha terra são carrapatos. Tá bom?
É?
Picante também tem.
I love you! What better way to leave Portugal than by boat, like Da Gama did hundreds of years ago? Let us roll, baby. With their discoveries in South America, West Africa, the Far East, coupled with a love affair for seafood, indigenous ingredients, 400 years of Arab occupation, these guys have perfected the art of global rustic cuisine 500 years ago, when the only way to describe it would have been Portuguese.